Yeah, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Knowledge Atta. Today, I am going to cover a very common issues at workplace, and that is the toxic environment. One study conducted by the McKinsey, and the study reveals that the Indian leaders are more hostile. They are more toxic. The study has stated many reasons, but some of the reasons are very prominent. If you look around, you will find the reasons are very much clear. Like most of the leaders, particularly in the work environment here in India, the attitude of the leaders are very outdated. They are not able to accommodate the new technology, new environment, or new talent. They work in a with a very fixed mindset, with very outdated attitude. So their inability to adjust with the new generations make them more hostile or more toxic. So this is one of the very important reason for the leaders to be hostile. Ki they are having or carrying the outdated attitudes. Another important reason is having mistrust in their team. Trust is such a thing which connects people, connects more strong connections between the leader and the team members. But here in the work culture, what it has been seen that the leaders are not ready to trust in their employees. They are not ready to trust in their team members. They always think that they may misguide, they may mislead, uh, they may uh, employees may not be able to uh, do the work, dishonest. So this kind of mistrust occurs in the leaders, and due to which the leaders become more hostile at workplaces. Uh, One more important factor, which is very much important uh, for being hostile at workplace, is unreasonable demands. The leaders, team leads, they try to impose their personal choice, liking or disliking on their employees, on their team members. For example, uh, color of hair. uh, some employee is having beard they don't like, and that's why they cut their salary or pay. Okay, uh, they impose a very strict attendance policies. They are very restricted to the flexibility or autonomy. So such kind of thing make them hostile. So this is also one of the important reasons for the leaders to be hostile here in the work culture. This type of mindset makes them more toxic, and this is a very toxic tendency uh, for the leaders to uh, express at the workplace. Toxic Work environment are characterized by negative behavior, like lack of clarity about the organizational goal, fear of expressing the opinion, derogatory feedback. These are the few reasons which the toxic culture promotes basically. How can you identify that the environment is toxic? There are so many warnings you can find out. Like, you know, there's a gossip culture you will find everywhere. If the if the people are always engaged in talking with their co-workers, they are doing gossip, which is a sign of toxic culture. It means their leaders are very hostile, very toxic. So people talk to each other. They want to express their, some want to express their opinion, some want to express the rumors. So gossip culture is, you will find everywhere in the toxic environment. There would be a very poor communication between the leaders and the employees, their team members. This is also sign of, because the leaders become hostile, the employee become little hesitant to share their ideas, opinion, feedback. So it creates a gap. That gap is a communication gap. What employees want, leader does not understand. Okay, what is the exact feedback, leader don't know. So there is a communication gap. In the work environment, you will find, in the toxic work environment, there is would be a lack of empathy or compassion. Leaders don't show any empathy with their team members because they don't treat them well. They cut their pay. They develop their liking and disliking on their personal choice about the employees. So they don't show the empathy. Uh, in such environment, you will find the poor work-life balance because in the toxic work environment, uh, there are some unreasonable or strict policies are being implemented. Like I told, strict attendance policy, long working hours. If such kind of, there is no flexibility, you know, if such kind of uh, thing is being enforced, then there would be a very poor work-life balance. Okay. You may also find that unequal enforcement of the policies you will find somewhere uh, in the work environment because personal choice becomes priority. Those who are close to the leader, they get the raise or promotion or any kind of entitlement or benefit, but others don't get. So this type of unequal uh, reinforcement you will find everywhere in the toxic environment. What happens when such toxic environment is there? You know, the talented people leave the organization. They, in fact, don't leave the organization; they leave the boss because they cannot. mm, Productivity goes down. Okay, creativity does not flourish. So these kind of results you will find in the toxic environment.